The top 10 most dangerous animals in Australia. If Asian creatures has the meanest, scariest, and most infamous endangered animals, don't forget to include the country of Australia. With its dangerous livestock, Australia has what you might term has a poor reputation. Australia has a serious reputation for unsafe animals, from poisonous snakes to man-eating crocodiles. While the majority of negative press received are sharks, spiders, and snakes, it is actually an awesome collection of predators and venomous critters that have won Australia its fearsome reputation. However, practically speaking, most wild animals, if left alone, do not target individuals. If they are taunted, startled, frightened, near to hunger, or feel that their young may be harmed, most will only strike out humans. Contrary to this, at first glance, they are animals that do not appear especially threatening but kill many people because they occupy developed areas and are not shy to harm people. For today's video, we will showcase the creatures considered to be Australia's most dangerous animals. But before we go any further, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and smash that like button for more quality videos you can't certainly get from others. We compile videos and do the research just for you. If you're planning to walk or swim under this country, here's a countdown of the top 10 most dangerous animals in Australia that you should think about and beware. At number 10. Blue-ringed octopus. Around the Australian coast, there are about 4 species of blue-ringed octopus. They are typically brown and harmless looking, but iridescent blue lines and rings appear when disturbed. From the Sea of Japan down to the waters of southern Australia, the blue-ringed octopuses spread to the Philippines to Vanuatu. They occupy depths down to 50 meters from intertidal flats. They appear to hide during the day in crevices or under rocks and emerge at night. Once bitten by the octopus, depending on where you've been bitten, signs will occur within minutes. The body begins to shut down and becomes increasingly paralyzed because it contains neurotoxins. Then, eventually victims will stop breathing and they will die. And number 9. Coastal taipan. A species of large, extremely venomous snake in the Elapidae family is a coastal taipan or common taipan. The species is native to northern and eastern Australia's coastal region and to the island of New Guinea. The coastal taipan is not an aggressive snake. At around 2 meters or 6.4 feet on average, it is capable of defending itself with a quick and precise attack. Because of the strength of its venom, the inland taipan beats the coastal taipan, but people rarely encounter it and no reported deaths have occurred. The venom of the coastal taipan is intended to operate on rodents like rats and works very quickly. The poison assaults the blood and the nervous system. You can begin to bleed internally if bitten, as well as suffer from headaches, nausea, and vomiting. And number 8. Funnel web spider. Australia is a home to plenty of several deadly-looking spiders. While spiders can be found anywhere in the world, a frightening reputation has developed in the funnel webs. There are at least 40 species of funnel webs described, ranging in length from 1 to 5 cm, but not all of these species are considered to be hazardous. Sydney funnel web is an emblem of terror and curiosity, containing venom that is one of the most dangerous to humans. Similarly to a snake bite, a bite from this venomous mycomorph spider should be handled. While the spider is responsible for 13 recorded deaths in New South Wales and no fatalities have occurred since the introduction of the anti-venom in 1981. At number 7. Cassowary. The heaviest bird in Australia is the cassowary. Standing between 1.5 and 2 meters in height, they are very territorial birds, but they are fruit eaters and will not attack for any reason. Most attacks on humans are due to the person having to feed the bird, resulting in individuals being kicked, pulled, pecked, charged, jumped on, and head-butted. If you need more than one excuse not to feed them, grab it. Their middle claw is 12 cm long and functions like a dagger that can inflict significant harm. This bird has been known as the most dangerous bird on Earth, descended from dinosaurs, but the last reported death was in 1926. Only note that they are shy, flightless birds who tend to avoid confrontation, but not quite to be encountered recklessly. And number 6. Stingray. Since 2006, due to the death of Steve Irwin, stingrays have developed a bad reputation, but what many people fail to know is that although they are relatives to sharks, they are rarely a threat to humans. Irwin was not killed by the sting, but was penetrated in the heart, causing him to bleed to death. While this is not a pretty picture to have, the stingray sting is very rarely life-threatening to humans, located in the spear of their tail and their only means of defense. There are about 200 species of stingrays in both freshwater and oceans, ranging from the smooth stingray to the blue-spotted ray. This deadly view of stingray is seen as a bit of a misconception, as they are not violent naturally, but rather curious and playful beings. There's only one other recorded fatality from a stingray on the complete list of stingray killings, other than Steve Irwin. And number 5. Saltwater crocodile. The saltwater crocodile, said to be one of Australia's most dangerous species, it is an aggressive and territorial animal, and it is the world's largest reptile, known to reach over 1,000 kilograms in terms of mass. While males can reach up to 7 meters in length, and any length over 5 meters is quite uncommon in fact. It is understood that this protected species primarily eats small snakes, turtles, fish, and wading birds, but wild pigs and livestock, including cattle and horses, have also been seen. This crocodile, unlike other creatures found in this country, is expected to result in less than 1 human murder per year on average. Since the saltwater crocodile is very good at ambushing prey, take note of what the locals tell you and take any cautionary signs seriously. And the wise word you need to remember always? Don't leave your chained dog outside the tent. And number 4. Eastern brown snake. The brown snake community is possibly responsible for the most snakebite deaths of any genus of Australian snake, probably because the species is found across Australia. Typically more than a meter, 3.2 feet in length, and it is a very aggressive snake that can strike you out and bite you quickly if you come near to it. The eastern brown snake's bite will initially be horribly painful and difficult to detect, according to the Australian Museum. That's a problem, and you'll need medical attention right away if you're bitten, because ultimate paralysis and uncontrollable bleeding may result from its venom. And number 3. Honeybee. The humble honeybee, which is not native to Australia, ranks 3rd on the list because small subsets of individuals are both normal and lethal. Being stung by 100 or so honeybees would put everyone at risk of death, but even a single sting can be a life-threatening situation for those who are strongly allergic. There are barbed stings in a honeybee, but it can only sting once. The purpose of the sting is to make you never again want to bother a bee. How to know if you've got it? You will suffer from serious burning pain and mild swelling unless you are allergic, in which case a sting, among other symptoms, may cause swelling and serious breathing difficulties. And number 2. Bull sharks. Present in coastal waters worldwide, the bull shark is most likely to be found in estuaries, harbors, and rivers. He's a very good scavenger and he's also a hunter, Robinson said. So you definitely don't want to swim any near-dead carcasses of whales. It's probably liable, he said, for most dogs that are absent from the bath. Surfers are mostly those that are targeted, accompanied by people that swim and scuba dive, usually in unallocated areas. Remember to swim between the flags while you're at the beach. They are not only there as a decoration, they are there to help you save your life. And number 1. Box jellyfish. The box jellyfish is usually found in northern Australia during the warmer months, which is extremely risky, specifically when you want to swim. Since their bell, the top of the jellyfish, has 4 corners, as well as clusters of trailing, stinging tentacles that can reach over 2 meters, they are called box jellyfish. When a box jellyfish comes close to shore to breed in estuaries, human encounters most often occur. That type of water is muddy, so you can't always see them, and they can't see you. You can easily get stung if you're in the muddy water and brush into one of them. Now, the question is, how do you know if it got you? The sting of a box jellyfish can be extremely painful. The poison is meant for fish to be paralyzed, so it permanently disables their nerves and inhibits breathing and movement. Within minutes, a large dose can cause cardiac arrest and, worst, death. Australia is more likely to have the most dangerous animals, but not as strong as its ancestors were also much dangerous. Although Australia has the most deadly species in the world, it is unlikely that they will hurt you, particularly because they only bite people in self-defense. Like this video? Comment your thoughts down below. We would like to know more from you. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up so we can upload related videos. Stay tuned as the next video is starting.